Yes, we had an attendance meeting on Friday, and not everyone was able to attend. So I wanted to share that information with you on attendance procedures. So daily in attendance in the attendance office, school messengers are sent out for students with one or more period absences. Parents get a voice, email, or text message. Our community liaisons call home on all students who are absent 3 or more periods a day. And the attendance office handles about 150 phone calls a day regarding attendance. Corrected attendance slips are sent out, excuse me, every day, 39 daily. That's 195 per week, and we receive about 30 of those back from teachers every week. After 3 days, unverified absences, those are absences that we can't reach a parent, we leave a message, they don't call back. They're manually turned into truancies. On top of all this, parents have 24-hour access to ARIES. So our detentions are a first level of consequence. Those notifications are sent out on Mondays. Students have several options to serve: Tuesday after school, Thursday during lunch, and anytime tutorials are offered by teachers. Parents receive a school messenger for no-shows, and we have an average of 350 notifications weekly, and 50 detentions are being served every week. Saturday school notifications go out every Wednesday to students. Parents receive a notification on Thursday evenings. Um, and oops, um, each semester, each week, the Saturday schools increase 150, 190 notifications. At our peak, we had 411 notifications for a semester, approximately 15 to 30 students served each week. No shows of Saturday school. Students will continue to receive notification, and parents will continue to receive messages after 4 notifications have gone out and the student is not served. Then there is a special notification that parents receive. Students then are restricted from dances, senior privilege, and any other activity we have control. So that would be an activity that we require a permission slip for. This would be more substantial if we had a monthly dance, for example. Right now, we're going to have a lot of Saturday school served because of prom, and we will receive those lists on each Monday, starting this week. And those restrictions are in place until the Saturday school is served. We do parent conferences as needed. And we say as needed because 411, Saturday schools are really impractical, but we do as many as we can to the most severe cases. So our process, though it is a lumbering kind of activity, it is the state process and our district process. Letter 1 is a warning, which is automatically generated. Letter 2 is a stronger warning, also automatically generated, but it also includes a referral to the Truancy Reduction Center. SARB Letter 3 is a student contract. SARB Letter 4 is a district attorney meeting. And the 5th SARB letter is a hearing, actually to determine a recommendation for probation. The administrator's role in SARB, then we receive those letters every week and are asked to sign them within 2 days. SARB Letter 1, we sign, they just get sent out. We have 455 of those so far. SARB Letter 2, we sign, and there's also a referral to Truancy Reduction Center. 331 Letter 2s have gone out. 145 referrals to the TRC have also been sent out. One of the reasons for the difference in those numbers is that seniors don't get referred to TRC. Also, there are some levels of ELD students that are not that are on that list that they won't accept those referrals, as well as McKinney-Vento students. SARB Letter 3, we meet with the student and the parent to sign a contract. We've done that 16 times so far. SARB Letter 4, we verify student and parent have attended the district attorney meeting. We have 3 scheduled for this week. And those meetings happen, I think, quarterly during the year. And realistically, this number should be more 20 or 30 probably, a school of our size, but really understand that we have 7 comprehensive high schools and I don't know the number of intermediate and elementary schools, but this is the same process for everyone. And the district attorney meeting is also a district county-wide program, so we only can have so many of these meetings and so many parents present at those meetings. So there is an emphasis that we do our best to change behavior at the school site. And then, letter 5 is the actual SARP hearing, where the AP will present a case. We have 3 in consideration right now. Just in review, parents are notified about being absent and late. They get a call for 3 or more period absences. Students receive a paper notification for detention. No-show notification for detention is also sent out. Saturday school notifications, they get a call, email, or text. Parents do, and they still continue to have 24-hour access to Aries. Our parent attendance meeting, there were some questions about that. We did this last year, and as a result, we had what we call Project Baby Chicks, where we monitored that those students after they attended this meeting with their parents, and we found that there was an increase in positive attendance. So we repeated that meeting. In that meeting, parents receive all the information about attendance policies here at Garden Grove High School, state and federal definitions and laws regarding school attendance. They get detailed information about the SAR process, the consequences at Garden Grove High School. We talk a lot about the importance of education, employment opportunities as a result of education, job security as a result of education has gone over in some detail, and the parent and student, or parent and guardian and student, must be in attendance. And yes, at the end of the semester, if they have outstanding Saturday schools or detentions, if they come to this meeting and participate, then we do clear their consequences, and they don't carry over to semester 2. Some of the barriers to accurate attendance that we deal with and we discuss are teachers not taking attendance consistently. So 12 on average recently are not taking attendance. Teachers marking students present when they are absent. So we often, parents call in and say, my son was sick yesterday, and 2 or 3 of their teachers have never marked them absent. So that is an issue. And because of those kinds of things, we look at about 20% of known teacher errors are actually corrected. So the slips that we send out daily, and those phone calls that we get and see consistently that students that are not present are not marked as such. Field trip lists are not given to attendance prior to or after the event. The teacher handbook does describe the need to send that list prior to attendance, before the trip, and before the bus leaves. There's teachers are to send that list of students who are actually on the bus. This happened last week. A student was supposed to be on a trip. They were marked absent, but attendants never knew they were on the bus, and parents were upset that how could my student be absent when they were on a field trip. It makes for some very embarrassing moments for folk in the attendance office. Athletic rosters also need to be provided to the attendance office and attendance office staffing. We've had 2 when we're supposed to have 3. We've had someone on medical leave, and now we have a vacancy, and we're going to do our best now to fill that vacancy. Suggestions that we have for things running smoother. One is to assign detentions for tardies, 5 tardies total instead of by period. In our current configuration, a student can be tardy 12 times and not receive any consequence, or no red flag is raised, because it's only activated once a student is 3 tardies to a particular class. We think that this will catch students who have habitual tardiness earlier, and we have opportunity to intervene more quickly. I think sometimes that delay happens in students' minds, and they think, well, nothing really happens, nothing gets really done because I've been tardy so many times. We think that will help. Sending period absence verifications directly to teachers and bypassing students. So those slips, just putting in teachers' boxes and having teachers bring those back or send those back if there is a correction that is needed or if there is not a correction needed. We need to continue to address inaccurate attendance marking. Right now, we just send as friendly of a message as we can to teachers every day, and we'll continue doing that and messaging in this format as well. Send detention notifications home via school messenger. So along with the paper notification, to send a school messenger about having the need for detention. And then just looking at tardies, just a random sampling of from February and one in January a week. And these numbers hold up pretty well, 143 to 161 tardies per day. Most of our tardies happen first period. This is 0.5% of our students are tardy, which tells me that we don't have a tardy problem. And then the other side of that coin is that maybe teachers aren't marking the tardies as accurately. But just when we develop policies and consequences, we have to look at the data. And really, we don't, looking at the data, have a tardy problem. And so that's kind of what we look at. So if you have any questions, I'm certainly always willing to talk. Thank you.